Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Sentiment is looking very, very positive in the crypto space, guys. Today, Bitcoin has gone up even further. It is now sitting in around $67,700 per coin. Let's just take a look at this for a second, guys. So, sitting up above this former level of resistance, which is where we have been, struggling to get above for quite some time now. You can see down here, volume is getting higher as well. So higher volume, they are green bars. That means more buying pressure to the upside. So that's all looking very, very positive. Of course, we are still maintaining these higher lows, and now we have actually created a higher high. So guys, like I've been saying, this next level of resistance is $70,000, pretty much $70,000 on the mark there. And so that is the next level that we have to get above to continue this momentum to the upside. And I mean, the timing is right. We are, in quarter four of 2024. Everything is looking very, very positive, not just for the King crypto, but, for the rest of the crypto sector too. We've got sentiment that is up now in the high 50s. It seems like only a few days ago it was in the 30s. It's still neutral sentiment, though. We're still not in the positive section yet. But guys, I think we're going to get there very soon. Market cap is up by 1.45%, up to $2.32 trillion. And again, guys, some estimates are suggesting that that number could get up to 5 trillion or higher by the end of this crypto cycle. So that is also a good indicator of where we are right now. Again, Bitcoin just starting to get out of this accumulation phase, and higher highs are likely going to be printed on this chart in the coming months, dare I say weeks, perhaps even. We've got 24-hour volume that is up. So a lot of people interested in trading crypto right now. Bitcoin dominance is up because most of this money is going into Bitcoin. That said, though, guys, we are seeing the crypto sector, pretty much in green. Dogecoin is up by 8%, over 8%. We've got XRP, that is down by a little bit, but not by much in the last 24 hours. Again, we're going to see a lot of these coins fluctuate, some to the upside, some to the downside. And you can see it is a bit of a mix right now. Altcoins still trying to find their footing. Bitcoin is obviously the one that everybody is paying attention to at this moment. But even if you look at that, even over at the 7-day, but even if you look over here at the 7-day, you can see altcoins did see a big surge over the last 7 days. So some of these cryptocurrencies obviously doing better than others. But guys, it really is about this breakout. It really is about what Bitcoin does first before these altcoins take over. So we are not in alt season yet, but as I've been saying, we did see this reversal pattern. Okay, we are seeing that swing to the upside, right? Forming that Nike swoosh on the Bitcoin chart. But anyway, we got to get above $70,000 now. And in some cases that could take months, weeks, but even days. I mean, there have been times where we have seen the price just kind of skyrocket, like what we saw back in March over here. Here, let me zoom in. Let me get rid of some of that. Let me zoom in here on the chart just to show you guys, to get up above that psychological level of $70,000 right in here. That and I mean, when we were even down in the 50s, okay, so we were sitting in and around. Let's just even take it from here. That was February 25th. And then by February 25th, and then it was basically here where we touched, and then we finally broke through. So even let's call it March the 11th. So you do the math on that. There was 29 days in February this year, but 25, so 26, 27, 28, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15 days, guys, for Bitcoin to go from $51,500 over $70,000. So we're already at $67,000. Guys, could it be another 2 weeks before we get up above all-time high? It's very, very possible. Again, this is why I say to be prepared. Patreon.com/workingmoney channel for everything I'm doing, guys. Be prepared. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know what is going to happen next. I mean, the altcoins have historically rallied after Bitcoin. So I'm offering some insight in what I'm doing this bull run for only $5 a month. I've kept it affordable on purpose because I want you guys to follow me throughout into 2025. And again, $5 a month, you probably spend more than that on coffee every single day. Maybe some of you do, maybe, I don't know. Some of you maybe don't. I know that's the, the typical thing that people say. I can't believe how expensive coffee is these days. Regardless, I don't want to pressure anyone. Join only if you are interested. Patreon.com/workingmoney channel. There has been a tipping point, I think, and Monica Long did address this at this year's Swell Conference in Miami, this one courtesy of Amele here. 2024 has been the biggest year of institutional adoption for digital assets and blockchain that we've seen to date.
In our industry, we think the headline of 2024, it has been the biggest year of institutional adoption for digital assets and blockchain that we've seen to date. And we think this has been driven by 3 trends. Momentum for global regulatory clarity, crypto getting validation from Wall Street as a bona fide asset class, tokenization of real-world assets. And we think this is just the tip of the iceberg. We know from working with financial institutions for many years that what they want is a one-stop shop that provides secure and compliant digital asset infrastructure. And that's what we do.
Ripple has been working tirelessly to expand their business practices. I just want to bring you guys back to that chart over here and just maximize that. So momentum for global regulatory clarity, that has been a big issue. That has been something that, Ripple for years now has been trying to educate on. And, other countries around the world have been getting on board quicker than the U.S. Crypto as a bona fide Wall Street asset class. So that's the other thing, right? The legacy system, the traditional investors, they are now looking towards cryptocurrency, Bitcoin generally, and they're saying, okay, this is something that we can work with. Tokenization of real-world assets. And guys, that is what's going to be the tipping point. Ultimately, when we do see real-world assets being tokenized on the blockchain, whether it's the XRP ledger or something similar, this is also technology that is going to transform our lives. So, it is going to be an interesting next 5-10 years, I'd say. Again, more reason why I have a plan for this particular bull run, why I've decided I'm going to hold some of my cryptocurrency and sell some of it into the excitement and FOMO of this bull run. Always good to be prepared, guys. The institutions are also, clearly making note here. Anders pointing this out. 2 XRP-only ETFs filed by Bitwise and Canary Capital, and now an ETF that includes XRP alongside 4 other coins filed by Grayscale. This is thus the 3rd ETF filed, including XRP. Like I've said before, the SEC appeal of the Ripple case seems to not impact ETF filing. So guys, he is commenting on some news that just came out the other day. Grayscale did file to convert its digital large cap fund into Bitcoin and an altcoin ETF. So the Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund, or the GDLC, is a multi-asset fund that allows investors to gain exposure to leading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Avalanche. So I kind of had a feeling that Bitcoin and Ethereum would be in there. Interesting that they chose Solana, XRP, and Avalanche. Without directly, what does it say there? Without directly managing these assets. On October the 15th, Grayscale filed the 19B-4 application with the SEC to request the conversion of the multi-token Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund into a new ETF. Currently, this fund manages more than $524 million in assets. According to the official website, Bitcoin, Ethereum account for about 94% of the fund, with 76% allocated to Bitcoin and 18% to Ethereum. And the following assets are only about 4.16, 1.76, and 0.66 respectively. So even though XRP is included, which I gotta say is quite impressive considering, look at how many cryptocurrencies exist. They're clearly not picking Binance Coin there, and the fact that they're looking at utility coins, likely also coins with large market caps and coins with some history, I think is very telling. And moving forward, I do think more and more of these institutional players are going to realize there are more cryptocurrencies with value, and they're going to include them in more trading products. But it is a good sign, guys. XRP already in their sights, already now being traded in another product, the Grayscale Large Cap Fund. So great news. Wanted to thank Anders for that. Also happened to see this, okay, when Monica Long was talking about real-world asset utilization, we think every asset will be on-chain, guys. This coming from Super XRP Bull Graham Rodford from Archax. Ripple's James Wallace discussed how the growth of real-world asset tokenization is enabling new use cases for digital assets.
What are your thoughts on the technology, aspect of that, and bringing on things like, CSDs into the equation? How do you make these things coexist, but how do you accelerate so you get more benefit?
Yeah, that's probably where I'm a bit more bullish on the adoption of these assets. We think every asset's going to be on-chain. This technology benefits the issuer, the infrastructure, the investor for numerous reasons. So it's inevitable that this is coming. And you mentioned central securities depositories. And for those that don't know, like DTCC, Euroclear, they're kind of the books and records for a lot of publicly traded securities, and every single one of them, Euroclear, Clearstream, DTCC, these guys are looking at tokenization.
All the major companies are looking at tokenization, okay? So Graham Rodford there from Archax, who of course is a Ripple partner. Again, that was another clip from Swell. He's saying he's super bullish, and he's saying, more real-world assets, he thinks, than even the industry is estimating will be on-chain, and Archax is looking forward to this. A lot of this is going to be running on the XRP ledger, guys. Cowboy Crypto pointing this out. Ripple has assembled a powerhouse advisory board, including former Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or FDIC chair Sheila Bair, vice chairman of Partners Capital, and the former Center Consortium CEO David Puth, and Ripple co-founder and executive chairman Chris Larson. So it is interesting, Sheila Bair is not only the ex-FDIC chair, but she is twice named by Forbes as the second most powerful woman in the world. And guys, she has now been named by Ripple as part of this powerhouse advisory board. So here is the news that did just come out. Ripple did announce partners for its RLUSD stablecoin. This is the other piece of big news that did come out from Swell yesterday. Ripple, a leading provider of digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions that leverages XRP, is ready to launch its own stablecoin. Of course, it is pending approval. They've talked about it since, or teased us since April. While it is unclear when they will receive the final approval, Ripple President Monica Long announced their list of distribution partners at Swell in Miami. The stablecoin will be available to customers and institutions on global exchanges and wallets, including Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, Independent Reserve, CoinMina, and Bullish. Ripple is also partnering with the market makers, including B2C2 and Keyrock. So boom goes the dynamite, guys. We got a list of companies here that are going to be listing the RLUSD. So XRP Drops also mentioning this. Ripple Swell 2024 customer and partner perspective. Again, that list there. And so, guys, customers and their partner perspectives, this is what they're saying here. We're impressed with Ripple's commitment to advancing the stablecoin market and unlocking new institutional use cases with the RLUSD. This coming from MoonPay's co-CEO. While we're still in the early days of stablecoins, we believe they will eventually play an important role in our financial system. We're thrilled to add the RLUSD to the growing list of stablecoins available on MoonPay. Cactus Razzie from B2C2, he said, we are excited to partner with Ripple on the launch of the RLUSD. Trusted regulation compliant stablecoins are fundamental for building robust, resilient digital asset marketplaces, supporting efficient on and off ramping payments and asset tokenization. So, part of the strategy for stablecoins is on-ramping, off-ramping. Again, part of my strategy. I did make a post over there at patreon.com a few months ago that I have recently uploaded again, just to let my Patreon subscribers understand what I'm doing. And guys, I'm also going to be, just as a side note, going to be updating that based on some new factors, and you're going to see some more updates in the coming weeks. Bitso is proud to be first to list RLUSD and share the significant milestone with Ripple. So a lot of these companies here looking forward to listing the RLUSD once it does have that final approval. As the convergence of crypto and traditional financial markets continues to accelerate, regulated stablecoins such as the RLUSD create a trusted pathway for institutions to trade digital assets. Is coming from Chris Tyrer, head of institutional at the company Bullish. So, guys, it's looking promising. They've already got a list of companies that are going to onboard this stablecoin. Monica Long did also comment on this. In this space, there's so much potential for innovation, and it's really, really important that the product can be trusted and that they're following the same rules that other financial products follow. Unlike USDT and USDC, the two most popular stablecoins, RLUSD will be on the New York Department of Financial Services green list when it is finally approved. So I did not know that. I had a feeling that USDT was not on the approved list. I was actually surprised to see that USDC is still not on that list. So guys, regulatory approval for the Ripple stablecoin, and even Juggling commenting on this, Ripple's RLUSD exchange partner, underwhelming. Ripple just announced its RLUSD exchange partner. So again, the list, while these exchanges provide global reach, they're relatively low end compared to tier 1 platforms like Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance. Ripple appears to be targeting niche markets in Latin America and the Middle East, and retail users needing fiat conversion, but this raises questions about the potential for broader institutional adoption. Hopefully, tier 1 exchanges are coming soon to boost credibility and liquidity for the RLUSD's future success. Well, even just reading this from this here, the fact that USDT and USDC are the two most, well, I mean, you guys know, they're the two highest, two most liquid stablecoins that are pegged to the US dollar. And this is in terms of market capitalization. Well, they're not even fully regulated with the NYDFS. So interesting to note that, even though, Jungle Inc. being a little critical here, it is still a big milestone, and we are likely going to see more, a lot more exchanges, I think, in the United States on board these once we do see more regulatory clarity. Mark Phillips here commenting, wouldn't it make sense to build liquidity in smaller, less liquid markets? Well, that has been Ripple's strategy from the beginning for all their endeavors. It could be bigger exchanges. It could be that bigger exchanges come in time. Big news, we will launch on both the XRPL and Ethereum. So that is the other thing. Uphold commenting, Uphold is a proud partner. They also focus on the fact that the RLUSD is a compliance-focused stablecoin built for financial institutions and enterprise. So not for retail, guys. This is for enterprise-grade solutions. MoonPay here also commenting RLUSD is coming to MoonPay, and we're proud to partner with Ripple to bring to help bring their new stablecoin to our global community. Even the Wrath of Kahneman has come out, made some notes here. Ripple has announced their initial RLUSD exchange partners, including Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, Independent Reserve Coin, Mina, and Bullish. Additionally, leading market makers such as B2C2 and KeyRock will support liquidity. So he also does post the article here. Again, just another article, just kind of outlining that. And guys, I will link everything in the description of the video for you. Some of the enterprise use cases. So again, not for retail. This is for enterprise use, as they state here very clearly. So payments, RLUSD enables real-time 24/7 global payments. Alongside XRP, RLUSD will be integrated into Ripple's cross-border payment solution to continue to improve transaction time. So again, guys, they also are making a note that yes, XRP is still going to be used in this system. On and off ramps, RLUSD provides a stable, reliable bridge between traditional fiat currencies and the crypto ecosystem. Users can easily convert between stablecoins and fiat without worrying about price volatility, ensuring a seamless and efficient transition when entering on-ramps and off-ramps. Tokenization of real-world assets. So that's the other thing too. They're getting this future ready so that it is compliant and transparent. It's going to provide liquidity, settlement, and collateralization for trading RWAs, such as commodities, securities, and treasuries on-chain. RLUSD provides a stable medium of exchange, reducing transaction volatility and costs. So this is a big deal. The Wrath of Kahneman also commenting, the insight emphasizes global distribution with the exchanges in the US, Luxembourg, Mexico, Australia, and Bahrain. They are all multinational, though note there is no Japanese or Singaporean exchanges here yet. So that is an interesting observation there. The press release notes RLUSD is built for enterprise use cases, the same thing that I just mentioned there. Payments integrated alongside XRP into Ripple's cross-border payment solution covering 90 markets, on and off ramps, and real-world asset tokenization. They highlight their oversights, including the NYDFS license, and a board with former FDIC chair Sheila Bair. So that is the other important thing to note here, guys. Sheila Bair, former chair of the FDIC and founding chair of the Systemic Risk Council. She was present over there at Swell. On top of which, something that Mr. Hubert also noticed, you mean the same Adrienne Harris, who is advocating for better regulation at Ripple Swell, is from Sullivan and Cromwell. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with that name. The law firm who banned XRP to be traded by institutions after Torres ruled it was not a security. Small world, isn't it? So you guys remember, this was just from last year. New York crypto regulator removes Ripple and Dogecoin from token green list in their latest update. And yes, this is Adrienne Harris. The same Adrienne Harris who is also there at Swell, the New York State Department of Financial Services Superintendent Adrienne Harris. It is a small world, isn't it? Here's a clip of her and Stuart Alderati discussing on panel.
How do you see, if at all, the integration of the crypto industry with TradFi?
We see more and more interest from TradFi in the space, right? We want innovation to happen, but we want it to be careful and responsible for people to run the water through the pipes and really make sure they're thinking through unintended consequences or how the system is going to work and how it might break. And I think the TradFi folks really bring a little bit more of that sensibility to the space, which is good.
So keeping it all above board, making sure, traditional finance gets included and make sure they bring their, years of wisdom to the space. Guys, it's still an emerging technology. We are still on the precipice of the adoption. And right now, as of the time of this recording, Bitcoin has actually gone up even further, $67,900, almost breaking $68,000 per coin. It could only be a few weeks away before we see new all-time highs, guys, XRP still trading in and around 54.5 cents, but that's okay. We're not there yet, but we will be soon. Patreon.com/WorkingMoneyChannel if you guys are interested in what I'm doing this bull run, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.